Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with another episode of Let's Learn LTN and Space Exploration. And before I begin, a huge shout out to Cognito, brand new patron over on Patreon. A space wizard at that. Excellent, great stuff. Cognito, someone I met through YouTube, and he's quite active actually over on the Discord. You can find the link to the Discord in the comments below. If you want to join us, there's a few of us there that have a pretty good chat. So if you're into Factorio and want to chat with like-minded people, by all means, it is not a Factorio dating site. That sounded really weird. As soon as I said it, I'm like, that sounds really weird. Anyway, moving right along. Let me even just change this to full screen. There we go. So yesterday, if I recall correctly, I know we said we were going to do modules, and I think we do need modules at some point. But what I totally forgot, is that we have an automated materials coming to material science. So we've got material science very, very slowly being created. Gosh, it's painful, isn't it? Do we have any material science available? No. Oh yeah, look at that. We've got one material science pack. That's pretty good. All right. But yes, as I was saying, we do not have this automated, and there's a couple of problems. So the first thing is our water. We're just pumping out cosmic water like there's no tomorrow. So I want to change this, and to do that, I think we need to limit what's going in here. Now we could use a pump, which I think is one reasonable thing, but the other thing I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to cheese it a little bit, and it's just within range. We're going to connect this to the input there, and we're going to connect that to the input there, and we're going to say if cosmic water, because that's what we're outputting here. If I can find where cosmic water is, there it is. If cosmic water is less than, I don't know, let's just keep, say, 2,000. We'll see that limit might change. Then enable it. So now we'll have some water stored here, and that will limit. We'll have 100 water stored here, and that will limit the amount that's in here. Now the reason we do that is because I want some barrels to stay in this storage, so that when we look at the Roboport network back on the planet, we'll be able to see how much water there is, and we can then use that to return water. Likewise, we need to do something very similar here with heavy oil, because again, we've got these requests are ridiculous, aren't they? Let's just make that 50. All right, I am going to likewise. Well, this one we actually don't need to limit because we're already limiting the input here, so it's actually going to. Well, I guess yeah, we don't want light oil, heavy oil building up in there as well, do we? So let's hook this up to here and then just copy that. So if thermal fluid is less than 1,000, make more thermofluid. All right, that's pretty good. What other fluids are we using? Well, we've got all these. Apparently not outputting any of this stuff. Okay. So that is an output and not an input. This is using biosludge. Hang on. This is turning biosludge into regular sludge. We need an output. We don't have an output for that yet, do we? Okay. This is actually not good. Not good at all. All right. If we swing this around, I'm going to get rid of that for now. We're not going to be able to swing because of the fluid mix. All right. Let's get rid of these pipes. If I swing this around, that's not going to work. All right. So that could go in there. This could go around to here. And those were the only connections, weren't they? And then we had a tank here. That actually works. Except that this one here was connected to what? Nothing. Now I'm super confused. What was this originally set up like this? I don't even know where this was coming in from. Gosh. Looks a bit silly, doesn't it? But I think this is the connection we want. We do that. What if we copy that over to there? Get rid of those. And then have this jump across like that. Have a pipe here. And then hopefully we haven't cut anything off. But I don't see anywhere where that pipe was coming in. So we can now put our storage tank. I mean, we can put it there. And that is now storing biosludge, which we don't really have a use for at this point, but we'll get it. We'll get it. All right. All right, that's good. That's good. Got a little bit of biosludge in there. And then we obviously need to connect that up. That's already connected. Yeah, okay. All right. It's good. I think that works. But fluids. Okay, here's another fluid. Lubricant. So lubricant is feeding a bunch of things. We could... it'd be good to have another tank here, wouldn't it? And I guess we could put a tank over here. If we just might as well... no, we can't do that because of that connector there. Okay. Where else is this lubricant going? Up to here. I guess if we bring this down... No, we can't bring it down. All right, that's actually in a really awkward spot. So let's... No, that's not going to work either. Okay. Let's move it over to here. And empty lubricant. And then we can... we're going to spaghetti this. We are going to spaghetti this. Could we fit can we fit a tank in there, I wonder? I don't actually know if that's big enough space. No, it is not. So if we pop a tank over here, like this, there we go. So this will fill up with some level of lubricant. We need a barrel thing. There's a barrel thing over there. We need a barrel thing like that. And then we want to connect before this uses up all of our lubricant. Connect to here and say, I don't know, lubricant less than 1,000. Seems legitimate. Let's keep 1,000 lubricant. All right. 0, 0, 0. 1,000 lubricant. What's going on here? Turrets engaged with the enemy. Yeah, okay. Back on Novus, obviously. All right. So there we have it. Lubricant is working. We've still got 1,000 lubricant here, and I could put a pump here actually. Could put a pump here, just make sure these are getting all the lubricant they need. But they don't need much. I don't think we need to worry about a pump, do we? No, I don't think so. All right. The last one here is petroleum. Now, interestingly, petroleum is only going into the cosmic water. We're actually out of petroleum. Why are we out of petroleum? There's petroleum gas barrels. Oh, look at that. We've already hooked it up. Oh man, we're super smart. All right. There are a bunch of things. Okay, a bunch of things that we are requesting. Man. And that's our science. All right. So we haven't really got a full catalog of all the things, but we can get it. We can get it from up here, and then we can hook it up to here. Okay. All right. We've got a setup. We've got a cargo landing pad for material science. We've named it material science. I think we're ready to head back down. And why is that bit there just jutting out? All right, let's grab a shuttle from one of these. There it is. Grab a shuttle. For some reason, we've got some construction bots. Too many construction bots. Let's pop those away. Is there anything else we want to leave up here? Yep. I should probably leave this space pipe. Definitely that. Leave all these materials up here. Our request. Okay, our request is overriding it. Yeah, that's fair enough. Keep all this stuff up here. Low density structures for sure. Yeah, and then the rest of it is stuff that we will do Back in the base. Should we take some empty barrels? There's always empty barrels, aren't there? Always empty barrels? Here we go. Take some empty barrels with us. 420. Seems like a nice amount of barrels. Let's drop a few in there and grab some more barrels. It'll just reduce our steel usage back on the planet. All right, good for the environment. So let's head back down, and then we'll go through the process of automating the materials up into here. All right, we're back. Nope, didn't want to get in there. Okay, let's get rid of these barrels. There we go. Apparently we left it there. Oh yeah, okay, we picked up all the barrels, but not that. There we go. All right, drop it all away, drop it all away. Beautiful. So, down here is our setup for it. Okay, we can turn that off. Oh, that's already turned off. All right. And I'm just gonna put all these in here because we do need them. We do need low density structures. But let's just check now. We shouldn't have any requests set up. All right. We need to get the green wire. We need to get the green wire, which is our what's up at the space station. We need to get that connected into this network, and we'll do it all the way around just so that we know, even though those cross over for some unknown reason. So we now have the green signal here, which is everything that is in space. So let's have a look at what we need right back to the start. So we can start with thermal fluid. We need iron plate. So let's put in a request for some iron plate. Iron plate, and we're going to say I don't know, 1,000 iron plate is how much we want requested here. Iron plate, copper, sulfur. Let's just do it all in the one. Iron plate. I know we can't do it all in one. That would be silly. Iron plate, copper. Whoops! I actually need to got to hit the plus. 018. Got to hit the plus. The tick. Sorry. There we go. 1,000 copper, and we actually need more sulfur, don't we? Oh, no. Okay, it's 1,000 copper. We'll change this one down to 500. And then 500 sulfur. 500 sulfur. All right. Copper, sulfur, cosmic water, and heavy oil. All right, let's request heavy oil barrels. Heavy oil barrels. How much do we actually need for that? 20 heavy oil for every 1 sulfur. So that's 2 barrels. That's actually 1,000 barrels. We're going to get 480 barrels in here, so that's going to be enough. Oops. Heavy oil, 480. The max we can fit in here. 10 by 48. So cosmic water then. Cosmic water needs regular water and lubricant. All right. We need to make sure we have regular water up there. Regular water, we'll set that to 480 as well. And lubricant, we don't need that much. We definitely don't need that much lubricant. Lubricant barrels, that's biosludge, there we go. Lubricant, let's just say 200 barrels. All right. And that's taking care of cosmic water. Yep. And thermal fluid. All right. So that takes care of cold thermal fluid and the other things. So let's go back. Material catalog. All right. Material testing packs. Oh yeah, we need a bunch of them, don't we? All right. Let's set that to 1,000 here. Material testing packs. 1,000, sure. Blank data cards. Okay, let's have a look at the data cards because we need copper. We've already got copper. We need red circuits. Set our request for red circuits. Red circuits, I don't know, say 500. We've got heaps of them. And then this needs cosmic water and rough data substrate. Rough data substrate. Rough data storage substrata. Substrate? Substrate. I think that's how we pronounce that. Set that one to 500 as well. All right. There we go. So there's all the things that we want to have up to data cards. So that gets cold thermofluids. Hot thermofluids needs plasma, which needs stone. All right, let's start another row down here. All right, we need to request some stone. You know what? I'm not sure how many of these we're going to need, so let's do a little bit one of these just so we can get some extra room. All right. Actually, no, I don't want that either. I was going to do the double layer with long inserters, but I actually want stack inserters, so we'll stick with this. Surely we're not going to have enough to go all the way around here. Surely. Stone. All right. Let us request some stone. Probably only 500 stone, maybe. That's not where stone is. All right. We'll go 1,000 stone. Sure. And that was for plasma, which also needs chemical gel, which needs cosmic water, which we've got, and petroleum. All right. Let's send up some petroleum barrels, crude barrels, petroleum barrels. Let's do 480 of that. All right. So that's plasma, which is hot thermo data. Yep. Material testing pack and plasma. This one needs steel and lubricant. We've already got lubricant, so we'll just have a request for steel. Steel of 1,000. Yep. All right. Where is it? All right. So steel, concrete, and heat shielding tiles. All right. So your concrete. I'm just going to go for 500 of that. It's over here. Concrete, 500. And actually make sure we select it. 500 concrete. There we go. And then, oops, do we miss one? No, that's just got steel incoming. And then last but not least was heat shielding tiles. And yeah, we'll go for 500 of them as well. All right. So that now is all the materials we need, I think. Did I do that right? Plasma, that, and thermofluid. So we can make all of these, which makes us that. We have these things made, which makes this, and then that goes not into there. Where's the first one? There it is. Yeah, into that. Okay, junk data cards. How do we? Okay, we need to get another supercomputer. All right, we'll figure that one out. We've also got to reuse the scrap as well. Some other stuff. Maybe next episode might be focused on that, depending on how we go. All right. Well, we can turn these ones off. So now I've got to remember what we did to actually connect this up. So this was red science. Yeah, red and green. All right. So the red's reading what's in here. And then the green is reading what is upstairs. I'm a genius. All right. Let's temporarily, I guess, do that. And then go red. That'll stop it. And then also a green. Oops, there we go. Okay, green. Let's just put that there so we can actually use it. Red and green to there. All right. Then we'll put another one. And we'll go red and green. And then we can, of course, copy that down and copy those ones in as well. And then just connect this around the corner, red and green. So now they're all seeing a summation of what's in here and what's up there. And now we just need to set the levels that we want. So this one is, this one's going to be iron plate. There we go. Okay, iron plate less than, I don't know, 1,000. Seems like an amount of iron plate that we want up there. Copper plate. We'll go 2,000 copper plate. There we go. Now, I know we've only got 1,000 set here, but remember, this is including the stuff that's up there. So we're not going to be constantly sending stuff in and out as long as we set these at reasonable levels. I just remember that this was also used for blank data cards, not just the first, whatever the first thing was. I can't even remember, thermofluid. There we go. All right, so sulfur, we're not using that much sulfur. Let's make that 500. All right. Heavy oil, let's make that 500 as well. Why not? Actually, you know what? Let's make it 480, and then it just fits in one box. But water, we're going to do 2 boxes, just in case. All right, water barrels. We're only using it for cosmic water, but we are using cosmic water. Let's do two boxes, 960. Lubricant, definitely don't need that much lubricant. Lubricant barrels, let's do half a box. There we go, 240. Material science packs, yeah, we want to make sure there's a bunch of them up there. We'll go for 1,000 of those, if I can remember where they are. Here we go. We want 1,000 of them. All right, and then red circuits are only used for data cards, which we don't use that many of, so let's just make that 500. What do we got here? Rough substrate, rough data storage substrate, rough data storage substrate. There we go. I'll say it right eventually. Yeah, look, we'll go with 500 of them as well. If we go 500 of them, we really should go. I think there's 6. All right, 4. It's actually less. All right, that's fine. It's fine. Stone, we'll make 1,000. I'm not sure what else we're going to use stone for, but we'll do it anyway. All right. Looks like we've got some crashes happening. No surprises. All right. Petroleum. Let's do a full box of petroleum. 480. Steel. I feel like steel's a good thing just to have stack up there because we can make other stuff from steel. Concrete, I don't think it's quite as useful in space. Let's just, you know what, I'm going to go 1,000 because there's probably some buildings I imagine that need it. Heat shielding tile will make, I'd love to make a lot of heat shielding tile, but, and here's the big but, we're not making it very quickly, so we'll just set it to 500. We'll set it to 500 and see how we go. All right, so now this rocket is really quickly filling up. All right. We need to set a trigger. What is going to trigger this to disappear? Well, this is where we need decider combinators. We want to say something, and why is that power there? That's not needed, is it? No, it's not. All right, I'm going to do this. This will make sense hopefully in a minute. So this is going to check if iron plate is equal to 0. Then output our tick. No, green. Green is what we have to do. All right. So I'm going to copy this all the way down. So we're going to make this one simple. I'm not going to look at what we have available because I think all these things we're going to generally have enough available. What we did with the science here, we said, well, if anything's out of science and we have the science to send up there, send a rocket. Here I'm just going to say if anything is less than what we need, or if any of these materials goes to 0, send the rocket up there. We'll see how this works. I'm not quite sure. There's a couple of things that could go wrong. One material could go to 0 for whatever reason. I can't imagine what it is. But if one material goes to 0 and everything else was already full, all these conditions won't be completed, and we'll just have one chest filling it in, and then the rocket will launch and just have like 100 heat shielding tiles, for instance, if we use up all the heat shielding tiles. and it would seem like a bit of a waste, but I think I'm willing to live with that sort of edge case. We'll obviously have to reassess as we're going along and just seeing if that's actually an issue. But basically, all I want to do is set all of these to the corresponding thing, so we can kind of, this is just to keep track to make sure I've covered off on everything. Contaminated cosmic water, it's the same color. All right, let's not get distracted. Let's focus on getting all these things right. Material data. If I do stuff one of them up, please let me know in the comments. It's obviously like a lot to kind of click through, and it's very easy to click on the wrong thing and the whole system goes a bit ape. But I just had a crazy worry. Okay, this red is limited only to here. Okay, phew. Because I'm thinking this sends out a green signal, and then that, yeah, all right. Oh, we can't actually, focus. All right, back here. Stone. All right, stone is 0. If I've forgotten what this one is, petroleum barrels is 0, are 0. If steel is 0, concrete is 0. And you have to be difficult in the different pane, and then heat shielding tiles. All right, so now we just need to hook them up. Connect these up on the inputs and connect it up to there. So if any of these are 0, output a green signal, and I'm going to output that on a green wire, which we're going to connect directly into the spaceship. I could put on the red, couldn't I? But I feel like that's just going to keep it all separate. All right. But I don't want to put the green onto here. I should have done red, shouldn't I? All right, let's stick with that. All right. Now the annoying task of removing all these wires. And yeah, we don't need you in there. All right. So yeah, we're just adding a green. Yeah, okay. We'll put that there. I was gonna we could save some wire, but I don't think that's actually much quicker than just clicking like that. All right. So now we have 3 signals. Because 3 things have. We need the green. We need the green into here as well. All right. We need the green into here as well. In fact, now that I think about it, we only need the green, don't we? We're only looking into space. So let's get rid of the red. All right, so if any of these things don't have something in space, of which 4 of these things have nothing in space. And it's probably like water, judging by the amount of water that's in here, it's like water and, oh, we got a bunch of low, it's kind of like, oh man, low density structures, awesome. But now I remember that's, that was what we had left over. All right, so I think now this is actually an effective setup. How are we doing for time? Oh, look at that! Wow, we're right on half an hour. So, man, there was something I said halfway through. They're like, we'll get onto that next time, and now I've totally forgotten what it was. I'm gonna have to rewatch this video to try and remind myself what we'll be doing tomorrow, because I remember it being an awesome idea. But for now, that's it. Let's jump on in. We'll take ourselves up to space, because why not? So the launch is going to be, let's actually make sure we set everything else correctly. Material data, material science, Novus orbit. Okay, so launch trigger is launch on green signal when fuel full. Launch on green signal or when cargo full. Yep. All right, that's good. So we should automatically launch. And we are. And of course, all these things are loading in because the stuff isn't in space yet. All right. Well, that's a slight glitch. A slight glitch. But when the new rocket fills up and these things come in, it'll shut down, won't it? Let's have a double check. All right. Let's go back to Novus and autosave. Make sure these things are stopping. Yep. Okay. Apparently we've still got copper being loaded in. I guess we just used a bunch of copper almost immediately. Okay. I'm very surprised that we don't have copper up here. Green signals, copper is disappearing. No, it's going up now. All right. It must have just taken a while to load. And I guess likewise. Yeah, okay. You can see, I don't know if you can see it in the bottom right, the numbers for iron is just shooting up. And it must be, they mustn't count items that are in, when they're in active provider chests, which is something I didn't know. There you go, you learn something new every day. All right, but in saying that, that brings us to the end of the episode. So I'm pretty happy with what we got. We have fully automated, and I say that with a bit of an asterisk. I'm sure something will go wrong, but we have set up automation on material science. So whenever they're running out of material, it'll get sent into space along with a bunch of other materials, maybe. But it'll get all the materials it needs, all sent into space. And maybe some of the levels might have to be fiddled with. If we see a rocket constantly getting sent with only a small amount of stuff, then we can have a look at the levels for whatever that stuff was and raise the level of that particular item. So we have more of that stored in space, and then it'll use at a better rate. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with the setup. So yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch this video and try and remember what I said we were going to do tomorrow. But if I can't figure it out, I guess we'll I'm gonna start looking at the next science, which I think what was the next science? Which one gave us, it definitely wasn't that, energy science, there we go. That gave us a bunch more upgrades as well, which will be really nice. These other ones, yeah, we're pretty rubbish on the upgrades. Oh, no, it was in astronomic science, because it gave these rocket reusabilities. Ooh, yes. Increase the percentage of parts. It's not actually rocket reusability. Rocket survivability, that seems pretty important, and cargo safety. Yeah, I mean, we'll get this one. We'll get this one. Which probably means something like that. That is a lot of science. Let's skip you. And hopefully we've got 50. Hopefully we have 50 science. We do not have 50 material science. All right, let's. You're a dream. You're a pipe dream. All right. Well, yeah, that's the end. Just going to call it there. Tomorrow we will be looking at the next level of science, unless I can remember what it was. The great idea I had midway through the episode. And yeah, as always, love to hear your comments down below with that automation. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Hopefully I didn't breeze over anything too quickly. But it's also fairly basic. I think there's a few things that can go wrong. A few edge cases, we'll probably experience them as we go. And most importantly, I'll see you tomorrow. And a big thanks to Cognito.